Are you tired of being controlled by negative emotions and unproductive habits? It's time to take charge and stop these 9 anti-stoic habits in your life. Join us as we delve into the wisdom of the Stoic philosophy, guiding you to embrace tranquility, resilience, and wisdom. Through powerful insights and practical tips, we'll help you conquer anger, fear, and materialistic desires, enabling you to cultivate mindfulness, gratitude, and self-discipline. Hey there folks, welcome back to the Stoic Life. In this video, we will discover a deeper connection with ourselves and others, finding strength in vulnerability and authenticity, and ultimately enriching our life with a more profound sense of compassion and understanding. So, please stay up to the end to know more about how to let go of the anti-stoic habits in our life. Before we start, please like the video and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos. Number 1. Stop wasting your time. Seneca once shared a word of wisdom. We complain about our days being too short, but we behave as though they'll last forever. Digging deep into the concept of life, he concluded a rather harsh and heartbreaking reality. Most of us are just existing rather than truly living. Seneca was right. We often kill time doing things that add zero value to our life. Even worse, we delay important responsibilities whenever we're feeling lazy. It's as if we've all got a never-ending lifespan. But you know what? We keep forgetting that time is the most priceless treasure we own. There's no guarantee that we'll wake up tomorrow or we'll be in a position to do what we want to in the near future. As Marcus Aurelius wisely put it, we can stop living at any given moment. Let that guide our actions and thoughts. Now, let's let this deeper understanding of time help us to stop wasting it and appreciate every precious minute as it deserves. How about we kick off with appreciating every tick of the clock as a step towards a great life? Let's start treating the time we've got with a lot more respect. It's certainly the first and most crucial step of embarking on a good life. Number 2. Stop clinging emotionally to things. The Stoic had this idea that we need to master the art of releasing, not only physical stuff, but emotionally as well. So, you goofed up at some point in your life. It's all good. Don't beat yourself up. Instead, take it as a lesson so you won't repeat it in the near future. Guilt and regret really aren't your allies. That's not to say it's wrong to feel these emotions. In fact, they play a crucial role in making us realize our errors. But once we get that, once we understand we did something not quite right, and we learn from it, the trick is to stop letting those feelings mess with us. We all trip and fall once in a while. Don't let it get to you too much. Treat each mistake as an opportunity for personal growth. Keep moving forward always. Number 3. Stop procrastinating. In our life, we must admit that we have struggled with the habit of procrastination, which is fundamentally against the Stoic principles of self-discipline and living in accordance with nature. Often, we find ourselves delaying important tasks or projects, giving in to the allure of short-term distractions and instant gratification. This habit has not only hindered our personal growth, but also disrupted our ability to make progress towards our goals and aspirations. By procrastinating, we have allowed unnecessary stress and anxiety to accumulate as the weight of unfinished tasks lingers in our mind. To overcome this anti-stoic habit, we have to recognize the need to cultivate discipline and focus in our daily routine. First and foremost, we have to start setting clear and achievable goals, breaking them down to smaller, manageable tasks. By doing so, we can make progress step by step, rather than feeling overwhelmed by the magnitude of the entire endeavor. Number 4. Stop looking for profit. Instead of always seeking recognition and profit in everything you do, just focus on doing your best. If you've helped someone or accomplished something remarkable, don't obsess over getting applause or acknowledgement from others, or expecting them to express their gratitude to your actions. Remember, your goal is not to control the thoughts and reactions of others. You can't force anyone to appreciate or accept your actions, so don't base your happiness on their responses. You're in charge of your deeds. Just let your actions be their own reward. Strive to do your actions because they make you happy, or because you believe they're the right thing to do. It's a bonus if you get recognition and congratulations, but don't let that be your motivation. Even if nobody acknowledges your effort, it's okay, because your intention wasn't to get noticed. You did it because it was the right thing to do. Adopting this mindset will lead to self-contentment and satisfaction. Number 5. Stop looking the other way. In our life, we have identified several anti-stoic habits that we are actively working to change. One of the most significant habits we work to overcome is the tendency to look the other way when we face challenging emotions or difficult situations. Rather than embracing the Stoic principle of acknowledging and accepting our emotions, we often find ourselves suppressing or avoiding them. This avoidance leads to the internal turmoil and prevents us from truly understanding and processing our feelings. We are learning to confront our emotions head-on, to explore their underlying causes, and to practice emotional resilience in order to cultivate a more stoic mindset. Number 6. Do not be afraid of change. Marcus Aurelius reminds us in his Meditations, change is the essence of life, the essence of existence. Nothing lasts forever. Everything transforms, perishes, and becomes anew. This is the reality of life. Both good and bad experiences are part of this natural process, rather than clinging onto the familiar and resisting change. Because let's face it, that's just adding unnecessary stress and blocking new opportunities from coming your way. Embrace the change. Don't fear change. It's simply an escapable part of life. Instead of trying to avoid change, practice adapting to it. Look for the positive elements that come with every new change. Remember, change can be a stepping stone to self-betterment. But hey, it doesn't mean you should toss out the old or what you currently have, chasing after constant change. If things are peachy just the way they are, then great. It's just a reminder to not be scared of change when it happens, because we are, after all, pretty great at adapting to whatever curveball life throws us. Number 7. Stop being a slave. Seneca once said that each one of us is a slave to something. Now, you may wonder who's not a slave. Let me break it down for you. Some of us may be slaves to lust, some to greed, others to ambition. Common thread among all, we're all slaves to hope and fear. Seneca was spot on with this idea about us all being enslaved to something. Sometimes we don't even realize it. We've forgotten the crux of true freedom, controlling our own minds. This, my friend, is the key to resisting the temptations that often creep up in our lives. So, what's the best tool to gain this freedom and take control of our minds? It's discipline. Sure, for some it may be more challenging than others, but still, let's all take a moment each day to remind ourselves who's really calling the shots, us or our impulses. In the wise words of Epictetus, no man is free unless he is master of himself. Number 8. Stop settling for mediocrity. Every time you take on a task in your life, aim to give your best. Once in a while, reflect on your past actions and ask yourself, did I give my best? Often, you'll find that you could have done more. So, why do something at all if you're not going to commit fully to it? And if you are committed, why hold back? Keep this question in mind with every action you take, and make an effort to always deliver nothing short of your best. We can't predict the outcome accurately. We are unsure if we'll win or lose, or if we'll receive acknowledgement for our work. But one thing is certain, we have power over our effort and actions. So, let's make a point to always try our hardest and perform at our best. Number 9. Don't let anxiety rule you. Marcus Aurelius once wrote in his Meditations, "Today, I might have shaken off anxiety, or perhaps I simply discarded it because it's something within me. It's part of my perceptions, not an outcome of outside events. See, these events don't induce anxiety. You're the only one accountable, for this feeling is generated within you. It's a result of your inner thoughts about potential future issues. But let me tell you, anxiety doesn't benefit you in any way. It doesn't enhance you or even assist in resolving the problem. It's simply a thought that haunts you, compelling you to consider all sorts of frightening future outcomes that may or may not take place. More importantly, differentiate between what you can control and what you can't. Consider the worst possible outcomes, and you might find you've been overthinking. In most cases, the situation is never as grave as it seems in your mind. As we come to an end, we hope you found this video insightful and that it has inspired you to embrace the principles of Stoicism for a more fulfilling life. By breaking these anti-Stoic habits, you can lead a more balanced, tranquil, and purposeful existence. That's it for today's video. Thanks for watching and see you next time.